Spring is well on its way, and it's bringing many exciting events to Gahanna, including the spring musical Newsies. But what many people don't know is just how many people it takes to put together a good quality musical.
We are so fortunate here at Gahanna Lincoln that we have every director gets to kind of stay in their lane, if you will. It's a little bit like having an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator and somebody that works with special teams. Everybody has their role.
You know, Mr. Lehman for music, Mr. Wagner for set, Mr. Dangle for the orchestra, and then Taya, our choreographer, for all of the dance.
With each director having their own specific role, it's important that they do the portion that they excel at so that the piece is able to be the best that it can be.
Everyone really can excel at their gifts. So mine is the singing. Mrs. Mace really does a lot of all of the other things. But Mr. Wagner is able to just focus on the sets and the scenery, lighting, and sound. Mr. Dangle focuses on the pit. And so no one gets spread too thin. We all have our role.
Not only is the directing process a big change for the actual directors, but it gives the students an opportunity to form bonds with other people and be more exact when it comes to perfecting certain areas of performance.
Taya has known me since I was really, really little, and she's a close family friend, so we'll chat, and she also helps me with dance stuff.
With Mr. Wagner, obviously, because he's the tech director, we work very closely in working with the set and with backstage things and how the show works. With Miss Mace, I've gotten to work on both sides of the stage, so I've worked with her as a stage manager, making sure that everything is what she needs.
While the directing process can sometimes be a challenge, the directing team has been working together for over a decade, working each year to achieve the same goal.
The team behind the musical is one of my favorite teams to work with because everybody knows their talents and knows their strengths and comes to the table with those. And I think we all would agree that without each other, this production wouldn't be what it is. So we've worked together for so many years at this point that we have a very shorthand about what we need to talk about. So if Taya and I are talking about choreography, she needs to know what's going on with the set in those scenes and transitions, and we can communicate in a way that is efficient but also brings the story to life.
The musical is an opportunity to appreciate everyone for what they bring to the table. Without every working director, the show would not be able to go on.
Mr. Wagner and I have actually known each other for a long time. We went to high school together and have known each other since then. So it's fun to be able to collaborate each spring on this show. But the musical has helped form a great relationship with Mrs. Maciosi, Taya, who I don't usually see very often except for the spring musical, and then our choir program, where our orchestra has collaborated on a few performances in the past with them. So it's just it kind of brings the school together in a nice way.
We know everybody's personality, we know what everybody's good at, and we try to play those up as much as we can. So that in and of itself is a huge benefit and plus because we have a lot of great people who do really great work here.
Miss Maciosi, Mr. Wagner, Mr. Lehman, Mr. Dangle, and Taya have created a director's team that will go down in the books. Their hard work and dedication to their crafts is the reason that Newsies will be a mind-blowing production this May. This is Gabbie Weil for Lincoln Live.